Hot 97 Ebro in the morning. Laura Styles.
Good morning.
Rosenberg and friend of the show, Ty Dolla. Dollar sign. Dollar sign. Yo, what's the sweatshirt you got on? Tyga.
Tyga, Taylor Gang or die, man. Ty Griffin or die.
I like it. I like it. Wiz Khalifa, he's been out with Fall Out Boy, right? Like heavy.
He's about to go out.
Or about to go out on tour with Fall Out Boy. You eating off that? You going out with that?
I'm not going out with them this time. They're going out. Of course, I'm gonna come out to some of the shows, but I'm gonna do Hot 97 Summer Jam.
Movie. So you got any special plans for this Summer Jam? I mean, obviously behind the scenes we know you cooking, but something you want to share?
Anything.
I just know it's gonna be crazy. Just like last year, I came with the homies.
That's right.
I'm coming this year with the homies.
All right.
And we gonna tear it down.
All right. Now in your opinion, let's transition over to Tidal. You know, there's been a lot of talk. As an artist who does a lot of songwriting, right? And you know, receives a lot of publishing checks and different things. Can you explain to the audience, as a songwriter and an artist, how the money works with streaming services? Do you know anything about that stuff?
Yeah, I think it's so many streams counts as one song sale.
Okay.
So keep streaming that shit.
But do you know how it breaks down? Like, it's, you know, they say Spotify doesn't pay well, and Tidal was launched because it's going to pay better to the artist. That was the whole thing. I got into it. You know, I'm ignorant to the situation. I'm going to read up on it just because we're talking about it now, though. But I do know that it's like every so many streams you get paid as one song. Because I know on this side, on the business side, the streaming, the way it breaks down is whatever revenue gets made, 70% goes to the songwriters, publishers, artists, whatever, and then 30% of that revenue, so 30 cents on every dollar, goes to, you know, paying for you know, whatever the overhead of that particular company is. But I don't know how the splits break down for the artists. And Tidal now is getting a lot of negative feedback, or has been since they launched, because they launched with a bunch of rich artists. People are saying, and it's supposed to be.
Did you see the commercial?
I didn't.
You didn't? Oh.
Yo, what planet are you in?
Ty, what do you do besides get high and make music? That's it.
That's it lately, and shows, and you know, when I get away from that, I go kick it with my daughter, or go kick it with my mom or my grandma, or you know.
And stop acting like your mom and your grandma and your daughter are the only women you hang out with.
Other women too, but like, but I, you know, they don't even matter as much as my family.
Of course.
I don't get that much time to do any other stuff right now. But I'm gonna.
But this Tidal thing is not even on your radar.
Nah, I've been hearing about it. For sure.
But you're one of the people who it matters to the most, because you're a songwriter and a producer. Like you get you get one of the best pieces of the pie potentially because of how much you do. So I guess we assume that you would know. But then again, his name is Ty Dolla Sign, and there are a lot of dollars rolling in from different places. You can't keep an eye on every single one.
True indeed. Are you planning on doing anything remotely exclusive with this album that you have coming out? Like, what's on this album?
This album
that you can tell us about.
And do you have a date too, a release date for the album?
I didn't. I know there's not a release date because I don't have the master in my hand yet, so I don't want to. I could say a release date, but I'm not going to this time. I've said a couple, and then I keep on changing it. So
you don't
just wait until.
What's the problem, man? What's going on?
What's happening?
When it gets mixed and mastered, then it's ready.
So there's an artist feature that you want that you're not getting.
No, I got everything now.
Everything's cleared.
Yeah, I got everything.
I don't know if you know this about Ty Dolla Sign. Not the kind of guy who struggles with the artist features. That's my prediction. Is there? Can you listen? Here's the thing, Ty. We see you all the time. Yeah. You're our guy. In fact, you're a guy, Dolla Sign. You're our guy. Is there? And I know we're not going to get you to force to say some crazy thing but you got to give us something. Is there some feature on this album maybe you've never mentioned before, something special that you can tell us that the people could look forward to?
Or not.
Don't give him an or not. I'm trying to actually be aggressive for once. Shut up, man. Trying to help you.
Why you trying to help you?
I want us to get a jab.
That's Guy Dolla Sign. That's our guy.
I got TC 4800 on a project, you know, pushing it to label YG. Joe Moses, all the homies, man.
Do you see why we know you have the homies? That went without question.
He's lying, bro.
I know.
He's lying to our face.
Lie Dolla Sign?
Lie Dolla Sign.
Pretty good.
Because I know there's a monster. I mean, if the single has Tinashe and Charlie XCX.
It does.
And the video, which I love.
If you don't know, you better ask somebody.
And the video I love, by the way. The video is great.
Thank you, bro.
But that, you know, if he has that on the single, you know there's something else crazy.
I thought this Charlie XCX record was going to explode faster.
Yeah,
I'm actually surprised. I think they're hating on you. They don't want, Charlie XCX was a big deal at Top 40
the
Radio.
The girls love it, and the guys are slow on it. But through my his history of music, of knowing like what happens in music, whatever the girls usually like, the guys end up liking. So it's just moving slow.
Because you think it's too poppy?
Poppy?
Nah, I don't think that. I think that the radio stations that play Ty Dolla $ign on Paranoid may not be going for this record because it has Charlie XCX on it. So they may think what you're saying, he's got a pop artist on the song. Yeah. And then the people who supported Charlie XCX see Ty Dolla $ign and they're like, we don't know who this rapper dude is. We not putting him on our stations. And I think it might be canceling each other out a little bit. I think it's just slow.
Yeah, I actually and people are just late, and as they find out about it, it goes up. Every time I've been performing it goes crazy. So I trust the people.
I think I'm actually going to agree with Ty on this one. I don't think. You could be right, but I don't think there's a big conspiracy with it. I think for some reason
it's not a conspiracy. It's just like not understanding.
Well, yeah,
two worlds not understanding
each other.
Another.
I just think it is a slightly different record. It's very up tempo. Even though it has familiar voices on it, it's just different. Like you have a feature, you have one girl who does one part, another girl who does a different part. It's just a different kind of record.
Yeah, it's different.
But I do think it's going to get there eventually. It is a slow burner, but I'm playing. I really like the song.
How much of your wardrobe did you have to buy after you after you lost weight?
His shirts were looking snug for him.
This is the same. This is the same shit.
But wait, how much weight have you lost?
A grip. I just been doing my push-ups and my sit-ups.
So you don't keep track? I feel like everyone who loses weight, they're always like keeping track. 30 pounds.
Last summer I was like 232, and now I'm like 180 something.
Damn,
50 pounds.
See, by the way, I just want to say that just means that when you were overweight, you were just being a fat piece of shit. Because if you lost the weight that easy, that you're like, I was doing some push-ups and sit-ups, I lost 50 pounds. That means you weren't supposed to be fat in the first place.
What else did you change? Other than push-ups and sit-ups,
I don't eat a lot of carbs like that. I don't be eating a lot of burgers and spaghetti no more, which are my favorite foods. So now I just eat a lot of chicken and veggies, fish.
Clean eating.
Yep.
Are you a workout dude? Like you go to the gym?
Yeah, now I'm just addicted to it. Just push-ups and sit-ups.
But not in the gym. You just do it in your room. You just do it wherever you're at.
Wherever I'm at, but I go to the gym a lot too.
You smoke before you go to the gym?
Yeah, sometimes, but I could run better without smoking before I go to the gym.
Really?
Yeah.
Write that down.
Listen, this might be a lot, but when your body changed, did your tattoos shift, or they are like?
That's funny.
Some looking a little strange. I'm just curious.
Nah, they all.
Because I feel like you're covered in tattoos, and it happens.
Nah,
I've seen it on some people.
They all look the same.
Wait, explain what you're saying. So
when people lose weight, their body changes.
That's right.
So if you get a tattoo when you're big, obviously it's gonna look different. It's like when you deflate. You know what I mean?
So you got like a tat here, and then you lost weight, and it's like that.
Like it shrink up.
Yeah, it would have to be more.
You got an extra line. Shit.
I think for a man, it would have to be more than a 40 or 50 pound shift to see that. You know, like
I feel like 50 pounds is a lot, though.
It is, but how tall are you?
Like 6'5'11", one of those.
See, that's the thing. But for Ty, for example, we saw him when he was that heavy, and it's not like we thought he was gargantuan. You know what I mean? He was just like, he was heavier. But now,
a heavy face turned into.
Have you had any tattoos change?
No, not yet, but I haven't changed
that much. You stayed in okay.
Yeah.
Worst tattoo that you have. Failed. Let's talk failed tattoos with Ty Dolla $ign. Tattoo fail.
Do you have any dolphins around your belly button?
No, wow. Nah, you got some on your lower back?
No, I know.
Nah, but
no, but something that you got
I'm happy
when you
with
were
all
young.
my tattoos. Like before, I had this treble clef on my arm. I got it covered up. That was like my first tattoo.
That sounds horrible.
And,
the little note, like a music note.
I love music. You know what I'm saying? So I just love the tattoo.
Yeah, I had to cover that thing up.
What'd you cover it up with?
Like a portrait.
That sounds disgusting. Did it have words around the music note
nah,
too?
It was just a big, like a big old. You just want a big tattoo for your first one. Act like you got a big head tattoo.
It was a big treble note. It said, "I believe the children of the future."
Oh my god!
Was that your only cover up?
Yeah, I got that covered. Yeah.
Disgusting.
Yeah, because we were talking on the show about Tyga got a Kylie tattoo, and I was just saying to each his own, but I'm not big on just writing the straight. I feel like it's a bit of a jinx to just like write someone's name blatantly on your skin.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know that I need to be reminded of someone who's really important to me. Like, yo, man, you know who I love?
You have any tattoos?
Kylie. No. Zero. And there are times that I've actually, Ibra and I were just talking about this. Neither of us have tattoos. And we've both had times when we kind of wanted one. But then you get to a certain age where you kind of are a nut if you go get your first one at 35 years old. I feel like you're like.
So at 40, is it too late for me to get my first tat?
Nah.
I don't think so either.
Get one.
Marissa Mendez says it's too late. Come over here, Marissa.
Too late to get tatted.
Too late to be tatted. 40 is too late.
Absolutely. My mother did it at like 45, and now she wants to get a whole sleeve. Like, that's...
Time to say what else you said.
My aunt did that same thing. Shout out to my aunt.
She a sleeve?
Yeah, she got a sleeve.
Why'd she do that?
Because she wanted to.
Well, let me tell you what Marissa Mendez said about her mom. Can I say what you just said about your mom 5 minutes ago? She went, if my mom gets a sleeve, I'm about to disown that bitch. Direct quote.
Damn.
A sleeve on a 45. I don't know.
I'm such a square though. The reason I never got a tat was because I didn't want to take the time to go find somebody to design it and then pay the money that I wanted to get what I wanted. Like, I wanted something elaborate, right? And I didn't want to take the time out to do it. Then after I thought about it, then I was like, well, I may not be able to get jobs later on, so let me not. And now that I'm 40, the reason I'm thinking about it still is because I don't really have to give a fuck anymore. So now it's like,
bro, I think you're set, you know, with your career, and you can get a tat.
like I don't have to give a fuck. I got a daughter. I had my run.
He'll come through and tat you up. He's incredible.
What's his name? Nene.
Yeah.
Let me see some of his work.
He's incredible.
Yeah, show us some of Nene's.
Neck. He did the Dolla ign.
Oh, okay, all right.
He got the tattoo machine that don't make no noise. All that. It's cool.
And he'll travel here.
Yeah.
You don't trust Nene
all the time.
I don't know Nene. I know Nene is a dance, and there was a girl out around my way. Her name was Nene. I don't know this.
What was she like, the one around your way?
This Mexican Nene.
It's Mexican Nene.
Nene. That's different. Yeah. It's different. It's different. Ty Dolla $ign's here. Ebro in the morning. Laura Styles Rosenberg. Okay, let's review. Whoa. We don't know the name of the album.
Nope.
Free TC, how you don't know the name of the album, man?
We don't have the album.
No, we don't have an album.
We don't have an album date.
That's Guy Dolla. That's Guy Dolla $ign.
All right.
Man, that's
but you don't have the date, bro.
Yeah, I don't have a date, but it's coming this summer. Let's just say like sometime around July, you know.
We know you got a shitty tattoo. Your first tattoo was a piece of shit tattoo.
It's
just one though.
So now I have all incredible tattoos.
Yeah, and how many do you have?
Because Nene hooked it up.
And total,
Nene hooked it up.
Total, you have like how many?
I haven't
40?
counted. There's like a gang of them.
It's a lot.
Yeah, and I'm gonna keep on going. And
you going straight face at some point or not?
Nah,
like you're not gonna do your
hell no.
Not in your face.
So you do. So let's be honest here. I know you're a very friendly guy. You don't want to call it any of your friends who have bad face tattoos. But do you believe that there is a certain line that maybe one shouldn't cross of once they go into straight on? I'm gonna keep it real with you. When people go face tattoo, no disrespect to people I know with face tattoos, you inherently look like you might be fucking nuts. There is a difference.
But I think that's what they're
you
going
could go
for.
right to here. You could go right to here. All right. The second you go here.
But that's what they're going for. Eyelids, inside your mouth. Like
why? Why are you doing that?
Inside your mouth is not that bad because you can
can't
still
see
hide
it.
it.
I think tats are cool. It's just expression. You know, you can't judge nobody.
Man, stop being so nice, Ty. You know some people you're like, my man, why'd you do that? Why'd you get that shit off your face?
No, sometimes people have tats on their face and all that, and they're square, you know. And sometimes you have people with tats on their face and they're crazy for real.
Yeah, that's the thing. I guess you're right. It's a 50-50, but there's at least a chance. The second you see it, like, okay, Wiz has tats on his face. He's not a psychopath. But there are people that you see out in public that I'm like, they have the like look of, I'm not gonna fuck with that person.
That's so prejudiced of you.
Guess what? Tattoos do create prejudice. In fact, I overheard a conversation with someone recently, and he was seeing this guy, and they were interviewing him, and it was an athlete he didn't like. Like, he didn't like the athlete's attitude. And he was like, look at this guy, piece of shit with all his fucking tattoos. And I was like, whoa. I jumped in. I was like, whoa, my man, you just instantly judge people who are covering tattoos? Way too many people have tattoos for you to be judging all people. And he's like, no. But the second they give me a reason to, then he's like, oh, and look at the judgment.
Well, fuck your man. Fuck him, piece of shit.
That's so extra.
I don't even know what you're talking about. I just wanted to balance it out.
That's a reasonable point also.
Fuck him, piece of shit.
I thought it was unnecessary too, but I do think that when you get a lot of tats, it can put you in a situation where people will judge you whether that's good or not. Although now it's particularly absurd because I think literally half the population has tattoos.
Yeah.
So how can you judge something that's
and
so
I think
common?
what you're saying is the reason why I was like, I don't need tats. And I think everyone was getting them at the time. Like in my 20s, it was like everyone, and I never want to do what everyone else is doing.
I feel you.
That's like I considering shaving my beard this weekend because fucking everyone has a beard. And I've had a beard for so long.
You would look so nuts, dude. If you do it though, we should have a bet or something, and then you lose. And
but then I'm not doing it.
You really won't do it?
He's not gonna do it. No, he's not gonna do it.
You look. I'd be very interested. You're one of those people that whose the beard is so a part of your look. You look like a totally different person.
It's like if I cut off my dreads.
Have you done that? Like,
no.
Ever? You never restarted again? This has been it for years and years and years?
This has been it since
How long are they now?
05.
How long? All the way down to your waist? How long?
Yeah, down my back, like way down my back.
How long did you grow yours?
I had dreads for 7 years, 93 to 2000. Yeah, I cut them like New Year's Eve.
Would you ever get them back?
I can't grow hair, B. I'm bald as shit. My shit is a rat.
I don't know if you noticed about Ebro. The hat stays on.
A rat. My shit is a rat. My shit. I'm so self-conscious of my shit. My shit looks dumb boring. Look, I take my hat off. That shit looks boring as fuck.
What do you mean it looks boring?
I just feel like my face is boring.
You
so
need
I
a hat,
put a hat on because I feel like my face is boring.
Yo, some tats on your head.
I should. See, I could get like tattoo hair.
Yeah.
You know that dude. There's a dude. There's a dude who we know. There's a dude who we know around. I don't know if you've ever heard of anything like this. He's terrified of bugs.
Oh, my dude Mike.
So Mike, this guy Mike, has tattoos of bugs all over his
entire
head.
body.
His whole body.
What?
His entire body, or his head, his entire body. He has other tats too, but he had insects tatted on his body because he was afraid of them.
Have you ever heard anything like that? Look at his face.
Oh, man. That's crazy because then if something actually lands on you, you might not even notice it.
Maybe that's why he did it. Maybe that's why he did it. Speaking of which, since it's our guy Dolla Sign and we're just having
Guy Dolla Sign or Lie Dolla Sign?
Well, sometimes
Ty
lie.
Dolla Sign,
Mostly,
man.
it's mostly Ty.
What's wrong with y'all, man?
Don't disrespect the name. Ty, since Ty's just here hanging out and we're just shooting the shit, do you see there's a video going on the internet of a dude who has this big ass spider in his house, like a really big, it's called like a wolf spider or something like that.
I haven't seen it.
And he tries to smash the shit, and when he smashes it, like 1,000 spiders explode from the spider all over his house.
Oh.
Because it was like the mother spider.
Yep. And he's sitting there trying to sweep up all the spiders. Yo, I just want everyone to know right now, if that happens to me, I want you to know that Peter Rosenberg will kill himself.
That's so random. Why? Are you scared of spiders?
I'm scared of. First of all, I would never. If there was a spider that big in my house, I'm gonna tell you one thing. I wouldn't do is smash it like that. You're crazy. First of all, for smashing a spider. That's an animal that's too big to smash, in my opinion. Once a bug goes beyond like this, I can't. I feel too guilty even like stepping on it. But you wouldn't freak out if you had 1,000 spiders explode in your house. You'd move. You would move.
Yeah. That's it.
By the way, based on where you live, there are probably 1,000 spiders in your house right now. Just living there in the walls, in every place.
You ain't shit.
Ty Dolla Sign.
Yo.
Do you have weed rolled on your person at this moment?
Yes.
I definitely have weed. You want to smoke?
What kind of weed?
Some OG, Louis XIII.
What is that? What is that?
Wait. Do you have your own strain?
Yeah, Ty Dolla Sign, OG Kush.
It's a strand.
Oh, sorry. I don't know weed talk.
People say strain, dude.
People say it different.
Hey, Gramps, people say strain.
But my favorite weed right now is Louis XIII, OG Kush, created by my homie Louis XIII.
And what is it about this weed that's special?
It's the high.
What's the highlight?
You just chill, like I am right now. I'm not.
Well, because there is some weed, right? You smoke it, you feel stuck, right? You feel like it's heavy.
It's definitely
then you smoke
heavy.
some weed and
it
feels like, normally it was like you knew the difference if it was grown indoor or outdoor based on outdoor is like lighter. It feels fresher.
Yeah.
Indoor felt more chemically enhanced and like heavier.
I don't know. I feel like
but I don't know if that's
heavier,
the case.
but it also tastes more light. It's not like, I don't know, it just tastes better to me. I like indoor OGs. All that other shit is trash.
What about yours? What is yours like?
It's fire. It's just like the Louis damn near, but not as heavy.
And what's the name of yours?
Ty Dolla Sign, OG Kush, of course.
Ty Dolla Sign, OG Kush. And then what you have on your person is OG Louis XIII.
Yeah, yep. Louis XIII OG Kush. It's just my favorite right now at the time.
Now, do you know anything about the OG Kush name, like why it ever became name? Are you that deep into like weed and consumption, and because there are some people who are so off in it, they know like, well, it was named OG Kush because it was based on Purple Kush, which was then it was the original seed, and it was like these OG seeds that they.
Oh man, I don't know that explanation.
I saw some
OG Kush to me is just like it's the best. It's like it's the best. It's the best weed there is.
Do you smoke joints, blunts, both?
Joints. A bong. I hit the dab sometimes. The wax.
How do you feel about the dab? The dabbing.
It's heavy.
It's pretty. So even for you, that's intense. You'll be like, oh.
Yeah, it's heavy for sure. But if I smoke it, in the beginning of the day and just keep on going all day, I get used to it. But that's definitely one of those days where you're just chilling.
Do you do
not
edibles?
a lot's getting done?
Nah.
Do you do edibles?
Not at all. I hate edibles.
Talk about it. Why?
Because it's uncontrollable. Like when you want to not be high no more, you're still high.
Yeah, and it's like a long, drawn out.
Like, I have too much to be doing to be off edibles.
To like wipe out 18 hours.
Yeah. Yeah.
But explain dabbing for people who may not know what it is.
Dabbing is just
it's like freebasing to me almost. It's like a derivative of smoking weed.
You could say that it's like weed crack.
It is sort of like it is sort of
okay,
weed
so
crack.
what is it exactly? Because I don't really know what it is.
Go ahead, Ty.
It's just the weed in the form of wax. They just take out all the THC and it looks like a booger almost. And you take that and you drop it on like a very hot what do you call those? Just a
flame torch,
like a skillet. They make little skillets that fit into pipes or a dab rig. It looks like a bong, and then you heat it up real hot with the torch. Now I got the E-nail at the house, so I just plug it in, put it to the exact temperature.
The
E-nail.
E-nail.
Yeah, and you just plug that one in. It heats up the little skillet for you, perfect temperature. Drop the wax on there,
so you don't have to worry about the torch. You can just put.
Yeah, I don't like all that crazy fire.
Yeah, because like it looks. If you've never seen
then
it
you
before,
feel like a blackhead.
It's like freebasing to me.
Exactly.
I've never done it. I've seen it and I've asked people about it, but it still sounds like freebase.
Yeah, but it tastes really, really good, and you get really, really high, and it's like one hit of that is to me like 3 joints. You know.
Yeah, you take one
at
big
once.
one. I took one big one at a show with Bronson, and then I had to go back and host a live stream.
And
I had never done that before. I'd never done it ever.
Bad idea.
It was a horrible idea, and the locks were clowning me just in like a regular way that they would clown me generally. But I was so freaking out. And on camera live, it was a bad idea.
Insecure. Your insecure was just.
You're insecure on fleek. It was too much. I think the dabbing can be cool. You know what? I've learned though, you can do it and just take a real small like hit and you'll be straight. But if you go ham, I was with someone recently who will remain nameless, who was in a situation and I knew he'd never done it before, and he was like, "Oh, by the way, Bronson again," and he's like, "Oh, let me give this a try." And I was like, "Do you smoke a lot of weed?" And he was already doing. I was like, "All right, well, catch you tomorrow."
I started sweating, had to leave.
He was out of the venue in like 15 minutes. I was like, "Oh, this is different altogether."
So Ty Dolla Sign, last time you was with us, you slipped up and told us about a special woman in your life. You don't remember this?
the cute model girl you had in your Instagram?
Huh?
You don't remember? You put her at your Instagram.
Shit. Huh?
He forgot already though. Isn't that weird?
All right.
No, you don't.
So there's only the 3 women in your life: your mom, your grandma, and your daughter.
Yeah.
How old's your daughter?
10. She just turned 10. Shout out Jalen. She's doing incredible in school, and I'm very proud of her. Yeah.
How aware is she? I mean, obviously 10 is definitely, you're an aware person at that point. So like, how aware is she of like your come up the last couple years, and has she noticed that things have kind of changed for you?
Yeah, she's definitely aware. She's definitely proud of her pops, and man, it feels good to just do what I love, doing this music stuff, and be able to provide for my daughter and give her everything she wants.
That's got to be satisfying.
Yeah, for sure.
What's her favorite of your records? You don't necessarily have music for children.
She likes Drop That Kitty a lot.
Have you explained Drop That Kitty?
No, she's heard the clean version and she loves it. All her friends love it. You know, that's what it's for.
And the clean one that just goes. It still says "drop that kitty down low."
Down low.
Oh, it just says "drop that."
Yeah,
which is so funny because
there's nothing wrong with. I mean, your daughter's a pet lover, yes. There's nothing wrong with dropping a kitty. Sometimes you're holding a kitty too long. You gotta drop it.
Drop that kitty down low. Carefully.
Be careful with the kid.
So you're not going to tell us any other surprise features. Can you tell us though that is there anyone else that we would be surprised about? Anyone very interesting? Any other different genres maybe that we might not expect?
Yeah. What do I have on there that's crazy? I got Jagged Edge on one of my songs singing on there. I brought them back just for like a little 8 bars.
You needed those backgrounds. You need that mean R&B, super R&B ad libs.
They came through and killed it. I got Nico and Vinz on there as well.
See, like those guys.
Yeah, they're dope.
They killed it.
See how for the audience paying attention to this interview, you see how long it took for us to get to this with Ty Dolla Ign to get his memory going. He be so high, like you got to get him warmed up.
I got Cocaine 80s on there doing a part, and a lot of famous people as well.
You see?
Well, we got halfway there.
You see?
That was a good start, man. He gave us some stuff, man.
Yep.
When will we find out who's on the album? We'll have to buy it. You're not going to release anything early. No exclusive information.
As we get closer and closer, I'm about to start a little sequence called Free My Homie Fridays, and I'm gonna put out some free songs on every Friday, and then there'll be some that just appear on the pre-order, and it's gonna be crazy, man.
How much prep have you put in, or have you not started yet, into your Summer Jam performance? Because honestly, you're the kind of artist where Summer Jam really suits you. Because Summer Jam is not about doing an entire concert performance; it's about having a quick party on stage. Yeah. So, have you put a lot of thought into it yet?
I just really started thinking about it right now, and it's gonna be crazy. I already texted the homies, and everybody's on board, and we're gonna turn up.
I think I got to be honest. I think your set will be, for people who know what's up, it's going to be one of the most anticipated sets to see what you could do.
I can't wait.
You've had hits you have what it takes. Hits, recent hits, up-tempo party records that people will be excited to hear at Summer Jam, and collaborations with other major artists. So that is really the setup for potentially a moment.
I can't wait, man. Last year was like, first of all, that was like the biggest concert I ever performed in my life. Just like, it was like a sea of people. And I can't wait to get out there again.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie to you, Ebro. What's going on over there?
Hold on, there's a wolf spider situation.
Are you watching
the video?
You went back full circle. I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it.
Hey, y'all seen that one video on Instagram where it's like it's this Jamaican dude and he's FaceTiming and it looks like a coochie. He's like, ooh, back up, and then it's this dude's face.
No.
Wait. He holding this shit like this. And it look like a little hairy ass coochie.
No.
And then
he backs up, and it's this dude's face. He just started busting up laughing.
Wait, what's that video called? Hang on.
I don't even know.
Jamaican man coochie face?
Well, we have a new name for this video too.
Jamaican man coochie
Yo,
face.
Ebro, did you find the spider video?
Yes, it's nuts. And the thing about wolf spiders is interesting is I guess they carry their young on their body like that. So there was another video where he was zooming in on another wolf spider.
Why does the guy have so many wolf spiders around?
No, it's a different.
Okay.
I was just in wolf spider zone, and I guess wolf spiders, they carry their babies on them like that. So
is there wolf spiders out here in New York?
I think it is in the States.
No, I'm gonna tell you what they got running around New York right now. Wild coyotes. Not kidding.
For real?
Yeah.
Not kidding.
In the city?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right near my house. There was one. It was at 96 in Riverside or something.
That's
down the block. Yo, but that's regular for California life, right?
Yeah,
you can't
leave coyotes all day.
You can't leave your dogs outside in California.
Yeah, my lawyer's dog got toe up. She got toe up, like all the hair gone.
Because your lawyer left the dog outside.
Nah, she left like one of the back doors open. The dog went outside for a minute and came back fucked up. Like, I'm talking about fucked up.
Yeah, you cannot leave your dogs out. If you live in the hills in LA, you can't leave your dog just out there. It really freaks me out.
Laura, you gotta get a tougher dog,
I can't even
man.
think about it.
I don't think a dog can mess with a pack of coyotes.
Imagine my palm against a damn coyote.
Yeah, but your dog shouldn't be outside ever.
Your dog looks like it's meant to live in a backpack.
Yeah,
No.
your dog,
a
little box and a pad, you good.
Are you a pet guy, Ty?
I don't have any pets right now, but I do like dogs a lot, and I want to get one, probably like a boxer or something. Or pit, of course.
Where in LA do you live?
Right now I live in Long Beach.
Can you tell black people that there's other dogs other than pits?
Like a corgi. You don't want a corgi?
There's amazing dogs out there. We don't all have to get pits and rots. We could go get other dogs.
I like boxers.
Yeah, there you go.
But
pits are
incredible, man.
Pits are great dogs.
No, great dogs.
But from a stereotype standpoint, you're saying we don't all need to have black people don't all need to have pit bulls.
Or just if you're in the hood, no matter what hood you're in. It feels like Pit is the
go-to dog. Yes.
Yeah.
That is true, and there is a real problem with people in the hood getting dogs, and then them ending up not being people's dogs anymore, and then you just have roaming pits, which is not good for the pits or people in the neighborhood.
Or most animal shelters are filled with pits.
I know, that's the hard part.
Them.
If you go and here's an even worse part of this, right? Pits have gotten such a stigma that there's a lot of buildings won't even allow you to have them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because they're quote unquote violent dogs, and most people train them to be that way. That's not, dogs ain't necessarily just out here attacking people unless they're trained or abused.
No, golden retrievers have more bites every year than pits, reported bites. The difference, of course, is that a golden retriever would have a
blonde. Oh, that's the difference.
I was actually going to say that their bites aren't as painful, but yes, you still have to beware. Although I'll tell you this: there's a pit in my building, and my dog, bless Bear, is a little bitch, and he's scared of everything. So much so that his fear is dogs can sense it, and he gets barked at all the time. Yeah. Like dogs, if you ever want to know what makes dogs animals, like they straight up will smell a dog and it's like, "What, you a bitch? What?" So you're just having a pleasant walk down the street.
They're angry. They're angry at Bear because he's a pussy.
True.
So what? Let him just be a pussy.
Nah, B, you represent the whole race.
I don't know if they see it like that.
The dog race.
I don't know if they see
That's
it.
how I get when I see bitch ass light skinned dudes. I'll be like, yo, you fucking it up for everybody.
You jump right at them.
Yeah, what the fuck is wrong with you, man?
But the one dog in our building that Bear always barks at first is the pit. The pit, Bear doesn't play around. It's like he knows he can be a bitch around other dogs, but when he sees the pit, he's like, "Yo!" and just starts barking off top. But I'm like, Bear, that's right. You got to turn up on the fucking pit.
That's right.
Don't let him know.
So Bear's getting aggressive.
No, he'll turn up on the pit. That's it. A little tiny poodle will come by. Bear is sprinting the other direction. But when he sees the pit pop up,
he knows he's got to man up.
Yeah,
he
mans up in the moment.
I respect it.
Maybe he's protecting me because he knows the only bitch bigger than him is his owner.
Talk about it. Yo, Ty, man, it was fun, man.
Yo, man.
Yo, if this was your radio program, this is what I want to know. If this was yours, what would you be talking about right now? First thing that comes to your mind.
Pussy.
Okay, let's go.
Exactly what
Let's talk about pussy then. What about said pussy?
Oh man, how good it is, man, and how we need to preserve it.
Pussy preservation, ladies and gentlemen, from Ty Dolla Sign.
Yeah.
On the program.
In the morning.
Do you have any pussy preservation tips for women who aren't preserving their vajay the way they should?
You try to not fuck a lot of guys. Be loyal. Be loyal to your man if you got a good one. Hello.
Yeah, I mean, if you say hello at the end, you know it's serious.
It's over. That's it.
Yeah, but
Mind blowing.
Now, but obviously, you don't necessarily feel that goes both ways. The only thing that's hard for women that you want, everyone always wants women to be loyal, but men aren't generally loyal.
Man, you got to be loyal to your woman too. If you
what
got
about
a good
penis
one,
preservation? What about that?
Penises could take a
man,
beating.
if you got a good one, man.
Get it? Sorry.
He's right. Penises can take a lick and keep on ticking. You know what I'm
They can take a
saying?
licking. They could take a beating.
It's all good. Have you ever seen any of those weird porns that are like,
wait,
Here we go.
pussy preservation with
sorry,
Ty Dolla Sign? The show has a theme.
You're
now.
right, my bad.
Focus.
Sorry,
That was
sir.
tip one from Ty Dolla Sign
Okay.
on pussy preservation. Keep the pussy away from other penises as much as possible and be loyal to your man.
Hello.
Point number two.
Hello.
You got
Pussy
point number two.
preservation.
Let's hear it. I got you on my show.
You're on the Ty Dolla Sign
You on
show.
the Ty Dolla Sign show.
Drink a
Let's
lot
hear
of
it.
water. Drink a lot of water. There's women out here drinking. All y'all drinking soda and juice. You smell nuts.
Oh man.
Drink water.
But it's true. Drink a lot of
Drink
water.
water. Maybe some pineapple juice, cranberry juice. But what you put in your body is ultimately what your vagina gonna smell like.
You funky bitch, you.
See, now, why do you add
Hello.
that?
Shout out to the homie Snoop.
I know. I love the Snoop hello. Now, hold on. Back to you, Ty. You have a third one?
Pussy preservation.
Third
Ty
one's
Dolla
on
Sign.
her.
The third one.
Here we go.
Let me
She has
see.
one.
Well, no, you have to upkeep. You have to upkeep. You have to groom it. You have to take care of it. You have to clean it properly. But that goes hand in hand with, you know, what you put in your body also.
When you say clean it properly, do you mean
yourself a nice barber? Huh?
Do you mean
a nice waxing, you know, a nice waxing
do you
person?
But do you mean when you say clean it properly, do you mean wearing your underwear into the shower?
Oh, because I'm Spanish, you want to say that?
Well, you're the one who told me that. I didn't know about it.
I didn't say that. Ebro said that.
What is that?
All right.
What is
I revealed on this program, Spanish women don't really talk about it, and it's predominantly Dominican women where I saw it. Dominican women that I've been with, where they wear their panties into the shower and they wash their panties in the shower while they're taking a shower. And then they dry their panties in the shower, but it's just kind of like a part of.
But then you also said that they make it into like a shower rag.
I've definitely seen some women.
So what are they washing it with? Just like body soap?
Weird.
Or like
so you know,
Tide?
no, they washing it with soap. They washing it with soap.
You never seen this before?
Never.
Nah.
Any Spanish women who would like to show Ty Dolla $ign how you clean your vagina in the shower? I'm sure there'll be volunteers.
No, clean the panties, not the vagina.
The panties. The panties.
Oh, sorry. Whatever I said.
Common misconception: pussy preservation. We're talking vagina talk. Maybe women. Marissa Mendez, you want to talk about your vagina? You put in some work with it.
Ebro.
Too far?
You son of a bitch.
I should have done that.
She got at the homegirl foul just now.
No. I mean, this is conversations we have. You know what I mean?
It's a conversation.
It's not loose. Contrary to popular belief, pussies should preserve themselves. It's like a self-cleaning mechanism.
It is. That's true.
Well, evidence suggests that mechanism breaks on some people. It's like any automobile. Sometimes it's a problem. Sometimes the carburetor.
You still have to play your part, though. You still.
Well,
have to play
it's what
your part.
you eat, right?
Yeah.
It's pH. It's a pH balance.
Yeah.
You got to. It's like a good car, though. You got to change the oil. You got to keep the engine running well. Otherwise, it has its own systems in place, but you've got to do your own part.
You got to do your own part.
You got to clean the thing
And
up.
you can't just douse it with like perfumes and stuff. That's not really good for you.
Look, if I go down on you and you smell like mad perfumes, I think you hiding something. I'm out.
Yeah,
I'm out.
for real, right?
And you women run around here smelling like all type of this and that, and fam, I'm out. I'm out. You smell.
You're not
too
with
many
the splash, right? You don't like those weird splashes.
Fam, listen. I want to smell. I know what good quality pussy smells like.
Stop. You're over saying the P word.
It makes you uncomfortable when he says the word pussy.
You're such a woman, bro.
After 40 times, I'm starting to be like. I'm fine with the word.
Just be one with the pussy. Just be one with it.
See, when you say it, it's fine. Yeah, it's all that talk. I don't want to hear you say it anymore. You're ruining it.
All right, pussy preservation with Ty Dolla $ign.
You got something for it?
Pussy preservation tip for the ladies. I mean, you guys have covered a lot of ground so far. You know, it's good. Let's keep it real. It is good to keep, like men, for example, can be filthy animals. I don't care what y'all say. Y'all make fun of me. I'm going to keep it real. If you have a pair of boxers you like, men will just wash it, reuse it for 10 years. I'm sorry. As long as it's not a shredded mess, you're fine. No one gives a shit about your underwear.
I got holes in my drawers right now.
Thank you, bro. Girls, you need to, like, every few months, maybe twice a year, you need to just throw all that shit out and buy a whole new fucking stash.
I think I'm sure there's some loopholes in there, but I know most girls. I buy underwear on a weekly basis.
Weekly?
Yeah.
Well, that makes me worry on another level. Why do you need to buy it every week? Stop shitting your pants.
No, because anytime I go shopping, I'm like, I just walk into that Victoria's Secret.
She got that acid pussy,
and
boy. Just eating through drawers out.
No, I don't. I just love underwear. That's
Ty,
it.
I know it's the Ty Dolla $ign show right now, but I want to ask you one question. Will smell keep you away from having sex? If you're with a beautiful woman, you get down to it, you're about to do it, and you notice it's a little rank, are you going to try to bail out, or are you going to fight through it and do it anyway?
I'm definitely bailing out or going to sleep or something.
Try to turn into a blowjob instead.
If that's ever happened to you, then you know why. Huh?
So you've been in this circumstance.
And you didn't want to take the gamble?
For sure. If it stink, you know.
It's risky.
No, I'm out of there.
I've definitely gone in.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Didn't smell right. I went in anyway.
Of course. You feel too bad.
It's just a war. I feel like I got to go in. It's bad. I'm going into the badlands, the swamps.
Or
see if I survive.
What if at first you don't even smell nothing?
And then you digging and then
you dig and then you pull it out. And then
catch
you
the backdraft? Yo, backdraft is the worst shit. Yo, listen, y'all never caught Backdraft?
Oh my God, the new movie starring Kurt Russell and Sylvester Stallone. Backdraft.
Yo, you never cut the butt. You bust open or you go to sprawl it out. You dig and then you pull and it's like, you're like.
Yeah, but to be honest, I think at that point you're starting to be unfair. It is a human body, and you are literally like, it is. There's a chance it's not all going to be roses all the time.
Even there could roses. I want vagina smell, but not funk from deep within.
Well, it depends if it's the funk. But what about also sometimes you'll get an ass waft That happens too.
An ass waft?
Yeah, a little wafting of ass smell.
She didn't hit herself with the wipes before I went in?
Listen, I'm just saying, this is real life.
The same thing goes for you guys. What about like?
Oh, can you imagine what they deal with men? That's what I'm saying. This is what makes men.
Dick. She know about the skin.
I've heard it. I've heard people talk about it. It's disgusting.
Listen,
if I were to see some dick cheese on somebody, I would be out the door.
Ain't nothing wrong with a little cheddar.
Disgusting. I'm out of here.
Right after the gym.
On your sausage.
Right after the show.
No, thank you.
That's the funniest part, though. Men will sit here and be like, if we smell one thing, we're out. Meanwhile, there's not a man out here who's ever gotten his dick sucked on any regular basis who has not at some point been funky and sweaty, and chicks are just like, whatever, and they suck your dick anyway. And
you smell yourself.
And you smell yourself. And let us smell one thing, and we're like, it's over. This is disgusting. Yo, men are pieces of shit, man.
You are.
We really are.
The business, huh?
Yo, Ty, that's the Ty Dolla Sign show.
Yeah.
Ty Dolla
Yeah.
Sign Pussy
Thanks
Preservation.
Man, thank y'all for coming out, man. For
Penis
real.
funk.
With the artist features. That's my prediction. Is there? Can you listen? Here's the thing, Ty. We see you all the time.
Yeah.
You're our guy. In fact, you're a guy, Dolla Sign. You're our guy. Is there? And I know we're not going to get you to force to say some crazy thing, but you got to give us something. Is there some feature on this album maybe you've never mentioned before, something special that you can tell us that the people could look forward to?
Or not.
Don't give him an or not. I'm trying to actually be aggressive for once. Shut up, man. Trying to help you.
Why
Right?
a new artist?
I want us to get a check.
That's Guy Dolla Sign. That's our guy.
I got TC 4800 on the project, pushing it to label YG, Joe Moses, all the homies, man.
Do you see why we know you have the homies? That was without question.
He's lying, bro.
I know.
He's lying to our face.
Lie Dolla Sign?
Lie Dolla Sign.
Pretty good.
Because I know there's a monster. I mean, if the single has Tinashe and Charlie XCX.
It does.
And the video, which I love.
If you don't know, you better ask somebody.
And the video I love, by the way. The video is great.
Thank you, bro.
But that, if he has that on the single, there's something else crazy.
I thought this Charlie XCX record was going to explode faster.
Yeah.
I'm actually surprised. I think they're hating on you. They don't want, Charlie XCX was a big deal at Top 40
the
Radio.
The girls love it, and the guys are slow on it, but, through my, I'm
stop acting like your mom and your grandma and your daughter are the only women you hang out with.
Other women too, but they don't even matter as much as my family.
Of course.
I don't get that much time to do any other stuff right now. But I'm gonna.
But this title thing is not even on your radar.
Nah, I've been hearing about it. For sure. Jay-Z.
But you're one of the people who it matters to the most because you're a songwriter and a producer. Like you get one of the best pieces of the pie potentially because of how much you do. So I guess we assume that you would know. But then again, his name is Ty Dolla Sign, and there are a lot of dollars rolling in from different places. You can't keep an eye on every single one.
True indeed. Are you planning on doing anything remotely exclusive with this album that you have coming out? Like, what's on this album?
This album
that you can tell us about.
And do you have a date too, a release date for the album?
I didn't. I know there's not a release date because I don't have the master in my hand yet, so I don't want to. I could say a release date, but I'm not going to this time. I've said a couple, and then I keep on changing it. So
you don't
just wait until.
What's the problem, man? What's going on?
What's happening?
When it gets mixed and mastered, then it's ready.
So there's an artist feature that you want that you're not getting.
No, I got everything now.
Everything's cleared.
Yeah, I got everything.
I don't know if you know this about Ty Dolla Sign. Not the kind of guy who struggled.
His history of music, of knowing like what happens in music. Whatever the girls usually like, the guys end up liking. So it's just moving slow.
Because you think it's too poppy?
Poppy?
Nah, I don't think that. I think that the radio stations that play Ty Dolla Sign on Paranoid may not be going for this record because it has Charlie XCX on it. So they may think what you're saying. Oh,
Right.
he's got a pop artist on the song.
Yeah.
And then the people who supported Charlie XCX see Ty Dolla Sign and they're like, we don't know who this rapper dude is. We not putting him on our stations. And I think it might be canceling each other out a little bit.
I think it's just slow.
Yeah, I actually
and people are just late, and as they find out about it, it goes up. Every time I've been performing it goes crazy. So I trust the people.
I think I'm actually going to agree with Ty on this one. I don't think you could be right, but I don't think there's a big conspiracy with it. I think for some reason
it's not a conspiracy. It's just like not understanding.
Well, yeah,
two worlds not understanding
each
one
other.
another.
I just think it is a slightly different record. It's very up tempo. Even though it has familiar voices on it, it's just different. Like you have a feature, you have one girl who does one part, another girl who does a different part. It's like it's just a different kind of record.
Yeah, it's different.
But I do think it's gonna get there eventually. It is a slow burner, but I'm playing. I really like the song.
How much of your wardrobe did you have to bring about that stuff?
Yeah, I think it's so many. Every so many streams counts as one song sale.
Okay.
So keep streaming that shit.
But do you know how it breaks down? Like it's, they say Spotify doesn't pay well, and Tidal was launched because it's going to pay better to the artist. That was the whole thing. I got
into it. I'm ignorant to the situation. I'm going to read up on it just because we're talking about it now, though. But I do know that it's like every so many streams you get paid as one song.
Because I know on this side, on the business side, the streaming, the way it breaks down is whatever revenue gets made, 70% goes to the songwriters, publishers, artists, whatever, and then 30% of that revenue, so 30 cents on every dollar, goes to paying for whatever the overhead of that particular company is. But I don't know how the splits break down for the artists. And Tidal now is getting a lot of negative feedback, or has been since they launched, because they launched with a bunch of rich artists. People are saying, and it's supposed.
Did you see the commercial?
I didn't.
You didn't? Oh.
Yo, what planet are you in?
Ty, what do you do besides get high and make music? That's it.
That's it lately, and shows, and when I get away from that, I go kick it with my daughter, go kick it with my mom or my grandma.
Hot 97 Ebro in the morning. Laura Styles.
Good morning.
Rosenberg, and friend of the show, Ty Dolla. Dollar sign. Dollar sign. Yo, what's the sweatshirt you got on? Tyga.
Tyga, Taylor Gang or Die, man. Ty Griffin or Die.
I like it. I like it. Wiz Khalifa, he's been out with Fall Out Boy, right? Like heavy.
He's about to go out.
Or about to go out on tour with Fall Out Boy. You eating off that? You going out with that?
I'm not going out with them this time. They're going out. Of course, I'm gonna come out to some of the shows, but I'm gonna do Hot 97 Summer Jam.
I mean, movie. So you got any special plans for this Summer Jam? I mean, obviously behind the scenes we know you cooking, but something you want to share?
Anything.
I just know it's gonna be crazy. Just like last year, I came with the homies.
That's right.
I'm coming this year with the homies.
All right.
And we gonna tear it down.
All right. Now, in your opinion, let's transition over to Tidal. There's been a lot of talk. As an artist who does a lot of songwriting, right? And receives a lot of publishing checks and different things. Can you explain to the audience, as a songwriter and an artist, how the money works with streaming services? Do you know anything